Hello everyone, Lee here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first episode of Subnautica. Um, I guess I've kind of got the survival game bug from playing the forest. Um, I had this on my computer and I decided to download it, and I played it for a wee while on Twitch, of all things. And unfortunately, my live stream capability isn't the best, so it didn't really go too well. But I also kind of thought anyway that I'm pretty sure with that platform, um, you don't really the videos don't save the same way as they do on YouTube. Like you can't save them forever, if you know what I mean. And that's a wee bit of a bummer for like a single player game for me and a story based game because like the cool thing for that I'm playing the forest and making videos about it is I'll be able to go back and look at them in a year or two's time and watch it and enjoy it, and that's almost sort of part of the fun of doing this channel for me is that I can play things and then watch it again, So to be honest, as much as I was trying to stream it, this is probably actually one of those games that is probably better just making videos of it anyway because it's a single player game, it's a story, and I've always wanted to play it. I've played it a little bit on the Nintendo Switch Lite, of all things, but we've got it here on the PC as well, so let's just jump into it. I'm not going to play too much for this video, probably just maybe 15-20 minutes just to kind of ease myself into it. So let's start a new game, and I guess we're going for survival, yeah, because that's the fun way to play, isn't it? We want a wee bit of challenge. Um, so yeah, for anyone who's never played this game before, it's one of these survival games, but the particular theme of this one is the sea and the ocean. So basically, our ship crash lands on an alien ocean planet, and we need to survive and try and get away and get back into space. And I guess something like that. So let's get into it. Our wee opening cinematic.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
And that's not a great situation to be in, is it? So we're in our wee sort of escape pod going to the planet, and everything's kind of falling to bits, which isn't ideal. And that looked sore. Right. I didn't watch that whole clip the last time, so I kind of actually missed that bit. But that honestly looked pretty lethal, to be honest. But I guess we were protected by a wee life chair, I guess we'll call it. So let's get this wee fire out. Then that dramatic music starts playing. I really hope that isn't some sort of copyright, but I don't see why it would be.
You have suffered
Guess we'll see.
minor head trauma. This is
Yeah,
considered
I would
an
imagine.
optimal outcome. This
Optimal?
PDA has now
Interesting.
rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Okay, interesting to know that that's somehow considered a good thing to have head trauma, but okay. Right, so we'll go in here, grab our one first aid kit. We look in here as well. Got a few waters, a few flares. How we do? So I guess that's water, that's hunger, that's health, oxygen level as well. Uh, so the first thing I believe we need is the first thing that's really handy anyway is to get our the 2 tank upgraded, so and then after that we can start looking for a repair tool, or the items for a repair tool should I say. So we need 3 titanium to begin with, so let's keep doing that accidentally. The flying thing, and then our absolutely gigantic
The Aurora
spaceship over
suffered
there.
orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
So let's go and get some titanium. So we need to find some rocks. So yeah, I was trying to stream this first, but then that didn't really go very well. And to be honest, like, it's nice to just make normal videos as well. Like,
Copper is an
I don't know
essential
if streaming's for
component of
me
all
right
powered
now, to be
equipment.
honest.
Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Some buzz. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my wheelhouse is really just normal videos, I think, so. And maybe streaming is something I could go back to eventually, but right now I'm quite happy just making raw videos, you know? And if people watch them, that's even better.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
To go.
Oxygen.
Really need to go, come on, come on, come on. Let's not die straight away. That'd be nice. Right, where can we find some rocks? Just grabbing it. Oh, is that something chasing after me? Yep, it is. Oh, ideal. Well, not really ideal, but didn't like the sound of that.
Oxygen.
So yeah, this is another one of those games that can give you some scares, so at least once you go like kind of into the deeper levels, I imagine, so but thankfully right now we're just kind of trying to find some stuff, which I'm not really doing a very good job of at the moment. So it would be very nice if we could find something of use soon. So the plan really is get the upgraded tank, get the repair tool, repair the stuff in our life pod. And then to be honest, I don't really know what the move is from there, but cross that when we come to it. And then all among that is just kind of obviously our survival and keeping on top of hunger and stuff like that, and thirst, so all that interesting stuff. I'm wondering if the salvage is actually how you get the titanium. I think it might be. So we'll go back and see about that. Yeah, there's a scanning tool as well. We need that as well for scanning wildlife. That way we can find out more about the place and hopefully get some hints and tips on how to stay alive for longer. So that would be absolutely amazing. So let's get back in our wee life pod and get the fabricator. So basic materials, we want some titanium, don't we? So then use to make our fancy new O2 tank.
New blueprint acquired.
And then I guess we could do that one now, yeah. Will that be, that will be an inventory, won't it? So that didn't quench, I was going to say quench, but that's thirst, isn't it? That did not satiate the hunger as much as I hoped it would. Plus the bladder fish are really more for water anyway, so I'll maybe just leave that one. Or maybe just, you know what, I'll maybe just have a cheeky wee snack out of here. Yeah, there we go, that's ideal. You don't need to worry about that for a wee while. So, in fact, I should probably look and see what the resources are for the hair tool, because that's the next thing we're going to need. Sorry guys, I don't actually remember an awful lot of this stuff, so equipment is we need a repair tool, so we need a bit of titanium, which we've got, a bit of silicon rubber, which seed clusters, and we need sulfur, isn't it? So the sulfur is from those explodey things that were chasing us earlier, the sort of areas that they come out of or have got sulfur in them. So go for that. And then the grapevine clusters are somewhere around here as well. Let's pick up another bladderfish. Why not? Doesn't seem like a great move, does it?
Detecting sulfur deposits in the
Ah,
local
so there you
cave
go.
systems.
There's
Sulfur is an essential
definitely
component
sulfur
that is
around
a
here,
repair
but
tool.
I actually can't really see anything, so I'm gonna return to the surface. Which I think is night by now, so I'm not really sure if we actually want to be out at night. So
Oxygen.
where are we? We're gonna mess this up, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. See, I do love these survival games, but that certainly does not mean that I'm very good at them. So, yeah, so I don't really want to be going out at night, so I'll probably just stay in here for a wee bit. And well, that was an epic fail, wasn't it? So, water. Yeah, so that's how we get water, is the bladderfish. So, but let's have a wee look and see how much this actually restores hunger. So 15, not not great. Um, yeah, we need a silicon rubber. We need a titanium, and we need some sulfur. So that will be a task for sometime a bit later on. And then while we're at that, actually, given our previous circumstances there, A flashlight might be an idea as well. So all we need for that is a battery and glass. So I think we should be able to make glass. Yeah. Yeah, what do we need for a battery again? Copper ore and an acid mushroom. Right. So that shouldn't be too hard to find actually.
Detecting increased
I
local
think we could
radiation
do that.
levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive
Yeah.
core, sustained during planet fall.
I don't know. I'm thinking we could maybe try, but I don't know. We could always just wait a wee while and sort of appreciate this giant moon and these things that are flying about. I love games like this. Games in like alien planets and stuff like that. It's so cool. Um, it's quite cool that they've made this game and it's got like a whole alien ecosystem to it, you know. Um, although based on how big that is, I'm not sure if like that's a moon or if we're on a moon, you know, because that looks like a rather big planet, yeah. So I don't know. Will these things attack us? I don't know. Maybe we'll get back in for a couple of minutes and just have a wee. Then you've got these air pumps as well and pipes. You can actually build structures that pump oxygen down to like kind of the lower levels of the ocean so that you don't need to return all the way to the surface to get air. So you can look at that later on as well. Um, Hopefully this night doesn't take too long. We can get back to a bit of exploring. Yeah. I don't know, it just seems like a bad move to go down there just now. Just like you can't really see anything. Europe food. Low calorie count, right, okay, so that's why it doesn't really do much. Uh, Bleach? Really? You disinfect water putting bleach in it? Really? Is that a good idea? Right, strange. So computer chips. So obviously as the game goes on there must be a sort of element of trying to fix the systems in this and then I think you can build like habitats and submersibles and stuff like that as well. Oh, there we go. So back to the day. So let's just start by getting a couple of these right away and making our light. So it's a battery we need, isn't it? So
New blueprint acquired.
oh right. So as you build things, more things become buildable. If that makes sense, right? That's quite cool. You actually get more schematics for things. That's interesting. So we really need to find some of these vine clusters and stuff like that to and I think these guys sort of hang around those so yeah. I don't know, they were pretty obvious the last time I saw them. I don't know, I thought they were kinda like this, a wee bit like this, but I don't actually think this is, nah. There's quite a sort of deep bit nearby that kind of has a lot of this stuff. Well, it does also have some sort of like big bad stuff around it as well, so there is that. No, I'm not gonna make it, am I? That was a close one. Right. So... ah, there we go, right. So we do need to watch out around here because there is bad stuff in this here, like stuff that will attack you. So I do need to watch
Life
out a
on
wee
this
bit for
planet
that.
grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
So that's our vine clusters we've got now, so that the only other thing we need is a sulphur. So what I'm going to do is... it's quite surprising how quickly you can actually get too far away from the life pod, you know. So, we'll try and grab a couple of these guys as well, actually, just for the food. Don't want to be relying on nutrient blocks forever. Yeah, if you've ever wanted to fish on an alien planet, then this is the game for you. So let's get back up here and try and go back into one of these caves and try and get some sulphur. I don't actually know if the big guys really do anything. There is some things that will just like attack you on sight, but I think there's other things they'll hurt you if you hurt them, if you know what I mean. So let's try and get some sulphur here.
30 seconds.
Right. Okay, this is actually proving a wee bit harder than it was the last time. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oxygen.
That didn't sound great, did it? I wonder if it's one of those games where, like, just like the longer you go, the more stuff is out there, like trying to do harm to you, you know? But I guess we'll see. Wait. Back up and get a wee bit of air. Head back down and hopefully try and find something. Right. It'd be nice to get the repair tool locked in before I finish up. Guess we'll grab a few then. I don't know what else I'm going to be using them for, but I suppose you can't have too much of this stuff, so... Okay, this is proving a wee bit trickier than I remember it being the first time I played it, but... wait. So there'll be something here. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that's enough. Wait. So where is my pod? Okay. Now we're not too far away from it, so I'll get this repair tool made and save, and that'll probably be that for the first episode. So yeah, again, I think I'm just really... I've always really enjoyed the idea of playing these survival games, but I've just never really had the time, and I've finally got a wee gaming PC and finally got a wee bit of time to play them, so it's really cool to be able to do that. So so we want our silicon rubber and then our fancy new repair tool. So there we go. So it's better. No, we don't need that pin because we've got it. So put that on 3, yeah. So let's get this repair tool repairing. There we go. That's what we like.
Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Well, ideal. So, yes, I think I'll wrap it up there. So, just save the game, and then I think that'll be me for this one. So, yeah, as I says just a couple of minutes ago, I'm really looking forward to just getting into it, you know. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to see me play more of Subnautica and The Forest and probably other survival games in the future, then please do subscribe. Bye all.